Good morning and welcome to Inside Tennessee. Along with John North, I'm your moderator, John Becker. We welcome this morning the top man at Knox County Schools. Dr. John Rysewyk has been in the post of superintendent for almost 2 years now, coming up on that anniversary. Dr. Rysewyk, always good to see you. You oversee a district of more than 90 schools, more than 60,000 students, a staff, more than 9,000. It's one of the largest employers in our community, and we appreciate you making time for us.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Also, our panel with us this morning, Don Bosch, he's a Democrat, also runs his own law firm.
Good morning.
Good morning. And Eddie Smith is a former Republican lawmaker. We appreciate having you with us.
Glad to be here. Good
Kind of
morning,
a former lawmaker, still Republican.
Yes, he is. He is. So, Dr. Rysewyk, one of the biggest things we've talked about in the last couple of weeks is the budget. And you are facing approval of this budget. And for our viewers who don't know, about 68 cents of every tax dollar spent in Knox County will go directly to schools. What do you see are the biggest impacts and the priorities in this budget?
Well, I think for us this year, it really was about our people. It's a record investment in our people, about $41 million. There's been a lot of talk. We've done a salary study over the last year, had a third party out of Florida. Evergreen was the company that does this professionally. And we really wanted to look at that. I think every organization right now is looking at what's the right market value, what's the right pay for that. So for us, it was across the board. It was every job from custodians to secretaries, all the way up to administration, just looking at what market value is and trying to get a recommendation from that. So our talent is our biggest asset that we have. And I'm a big sports guy, so usually the team with the best players win, and so we want to retain our talent that we have and also recruit in top talent.
And in the past, we have seen other districts are above Knox County by about $10,000. I'm thinking Anderson County, Blount County. Does that remain true, or are they rising at the same rates that you are pushing?
So we actually, this will put us, I'm not saying that will put us ahead of them, but this is actually a chance for us to make up some ground because, typically if you just go off state revenue or local revenue, everyone gets similar when it comes to that. So it's not unusual to see everybody give the same percentage raise. For us, this is actually stakes in the ground forward to get to market value. It's a considerable investment to get there. Our board passed a new salary scale, which actually moves all those to market value, and it costs $41 million for us to get everybody there in 1 year, which was a big bite for us, but for us, we wanted to value all employees, and I've seen too many times when you take something over 3 years, it never happens. So we wanted to make that commitment. We made some smart choices last year with an additional revenue from the state. We actually paid down debt, which is not really always exciting for people, but it allowed us to have $23 million freed this year. And then we went back to the district office and found another $14 million that we could cut out of our district operations to add to that to make this happen. So we're not going to have to ask for additional outside of our regular revenue from the state and from the local for it.
So this budget versus last year's budget, I know you said you found $14 million in the office. You have some other cuts that generated some funds. Is it the same number, or approximately the same number you asked for last year, with that new money added in?
Correct. With the new money added in, we saw reductions again of about $14 million. We went through a budget justification process this year and tried to be very strategic, ask all of our department heads to go back to their assistant superintendents. I asked them to try to find a 5%, knowing we were trying to get to this dollar amount. And knew the salary study was coming in. And so we went through about 5 rounds of that to get to just looking at things. It could be anything from, maybe some travel, maybe some professional development. It could also be maybe places where we hadn't spent down amounts over the past couple of years that we felt we could get tighter on some of our budget for that.
So County Commission's probably going to be pretty happy with you this year.
I hope so. I think they're moving to potentially do that in a regular meeting instead of a special call. So hopefully that'll go over.
That's a nice change in our community from over the years. So
it is, and when you think about it, when you begin this school year, and one of the things that we heard a lot about was just the teacher shortage. So being able to, as you said, put that stake in the ground going forward, this really will help you close that gap of the teacher shortage going into the next school year. Correct?
That's our hope. I mean, I think it should. I mean, I think our base start for a first-year teacher with a bachelor's was slightly over 44,000, and this will move it up to over 47,000. So those kinds of gains, and again, it's kind of based off the midpoint of folks, so they don't all get the same percent on this, but We've seen kind of around an 8% raise if you looked at it kind of overall. And also we build in retention bonuses every 5 years to try to keep folks, especially the veterans who are doing a great job. Lots of times they kind of level out and don't have it, so even they'll be getting more substantial raises for this one.
We're going to take a quick break. John North's going to lead us off in the next block. We're going to talk about vouchers and whether it's a good idea to arm teachers in schools. We're back with that conversation right after this.